everyone, welcome to my channel Adorable Hobby. My name is Astrid and this is a space that I like to share about my cross stitch. So I wanted to say thank you so much to all the viewers. My two videos hit a little bit over the 100 videos for my English ones, my English Flosstubes. I know my Spanish videos are still need to grow, but I'm really happy overall with everybody watching. I hit a little bit over 50 subscribers. I can't believe that just within 2 weeks. So I hope people will still enjoy watching my videos and watching what I'm doing. Today is actually August 31st. It's the last day of August. It is very hot here in Nagoya. Today is the last day and is the hottest day of August here. So not a good time to go outside. So I'm staying at home, remaining cool, and what a good time to also start recording my video. So today I wanted to show you my FFO. I just finished one that I showed last week that I finished stitching it, and this week I turned it into a little drum. This is the, let me see if I can put it closer. There you go. This is the Seaside, the tiny seaside town. Yes. This is from Hand. As I said in my last video, I changed the colors of this design, but I really have fun. Yes, it's my second drum, so I still need to get a little bit more of technique. And the only difference was like I know it's my second one, but it was the first time I did it in a 32 count. So yeah, stitching on it or sewing on it was a little bit more tricky. I think the 16 one that I did first was a little bit more easy, but yes. So let me flip the camera and show you a little bit closer. Okay, so as I just show you, this is the Seaside Tiny Town by Hand. So this is my second drum. And yes, for this one I'm trying to follow the very good tutorial from East Coast Crafter. She's very good. She has a lot of like tutorials, so I just decided to watch hers to have a little guidance. I added a rip rack on the top. For this one, I tried to use like a invisible stitches. I'm not sure, maybe we can see a little bit of it, but yeah, it was a little bit tricky. But yes, I'm just considering if I should put one here because my finish here wasn't that good. So I'm thinking maybe I might put another rip rack here. But let's see. As for now, I think I'm gonna leave it as it is. I put a little button at the end just to not show too much like the finished one over the other end. I'm still also so with that. This is actually the first one that I did. This is Frosty Tiny Town, and as I said, I did this one on a Cosmos 16. For some reason, it was a little bit easier for me to stitch this one because I don't know, because it's easier to see like the holes. Sometimes with the 32 count it's a little bit more difficult, so folding, because it's all hand sew, so it was just a little bit more challenging. Not a big difference, but just a bit. So now I'm actually considering also to put like a rack to this drum over here. So I might do it because I'm gonna need to take this one out for winter time. So now I have two drums. And as I said, I actually already stitched the Christmas Tiny Town. That's actually the one that I already stitched. And I do have the pattern for the Valentine's Tiny Town. So I'm really looking forward to continue stitching the tiny towns. I also have the Halloween too, and I just stitch a little bit. I think I need to find that one actually. And now that I just talking about this, it just came to me, I should have the Halloween tiny town too somewhere. So I'm gonna see if I can find it too. So yeah, these are my 2 drums. Then I have 2 finishes. Yay, this is the little squirrel. This is by Crocette Gogo, and I think I show you my start last week, and as I said, I can't stop this one. Like, I just kept on going and going, and I just finished it. So I'm really hoping to turn it into a pillow next week. I stitched this one on a 32 count flax, and it was, as I said, I think I'm just because I'm getting used to it. This is my 3rd one, so I'm very used to just stitch the whole animal, and once I finish the animal, I try to do the border. For this one, I don't know why I made a mistake when I did my first border. When I was trying to match these two lines to make the corner here, it didn't match, so I had to frog it. I have to remove a lot of my borders, and it was because I actually stitched this end in one ahead, I think, or one before, I don't know, but it was not in place. So because I tried to follow this one here, it actually didn't match the alignment, so I had to, as I said, remove and did it again. But I was really kind of like, I'm not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop me. I'm going to continue. I know none of us really like to remove the stitches because we just always, you know, looking forward to finish it. But I had to because my corner was not looking good. But it's so cute. It has a pine cone. Look at that pine cone. Let me bring it closer. That pine cone is cute. Again, it has just a little bit back stitching, just a little bit for like the whiskers, the little mouth, and just here, and that's it. And look at this. I really like the letters, and that little white gives like a little pop out to the letters. It has the little motifs like the flowers. And this squirrel is getting her nuts, her acorns ready for the fall. So for this one, I'm really thinking if I will use this fabric over here. Let me see if I can place it nicely here. This one over here, because it also has the acorns, or maybe this one with the autumn leaves. So what do you think? So I'm gonna think about it. I really like this one because it has the leaves that matches with the orange flowers over here. But then of course this one has the acorns, which the squirrel has one, and I think this green matches really well with this one. So what do you think? So maybe number 1, number 2, let's see, but should be finished by next week. So I can just put it on my decor as well. So I'm also planning to start stitching the, as I said, the witch hopefully will come next week, and also the penguin. But the penguin, I'm planning to stitch it around November for the winter time. So yes, I should start having my little animals collections from Crocette Gogo. So, and then I do have also another finish, well, kind of finish. This is the Trick or Treat from Cottage Garden Samplings. So I showed you this one last week too when I started it, and as I mentioned it, I'm only planning to stitch it individually. So my goal is to stitch 3 of them this year. So I already finished 1, and look at that web. Isn't it so adorable? I really like it. I thought it was gonna be a little bit complicated, but the stitching the web, but it was quite simple. So, and you get used to it once you start doing the 4 corners of it. And this orange is really nice. I really like this one. I wish it could have a little bit more of this strong orange on it, but this pumpkin is so so nice. So yes, so as I said, yes, I'm planning to finish it in 3 little squares. So I'm really hoping that this corner will allow me to finish it. And I'm just planning to hang it around my walls for Halloween. So one pumpkin accomplished. So those are my finishes of this week. I had 2. And my new start. So last week I also mentioned it to you that I was between 2 starts. The girl cross stitching and the sushi and soy sauce. And as you can see, I decided to go with the sushi and soy sauce. So I will try to put a picture right here of the actual design. And just to make a correction, this is by the designer company named Canvory UA, but the designer is not Yermakova, it's actually Anastasia. So Yermakova is the owner of the house. So but I still, like, I think I mentioned it was from Yermakova, but she's the owner of the house, but it's designed by Anastasia, and it's so cute. So I just did all the border of the soy sauce bottle and the lead, and then this lead this lead has like 4 reds. Maybe there you can see it. It has 4 reds. It has like a darker one here, then this one over here is the second, and this is the third one, and of course this is the 4th one. So it was a lot of reds for just this little lead, but I really like it because it gives kind of like a dimension to the design, and I'm pretty sure once I start putting the back stitches it's gonna look even better. And same as the bottle, it's kind of like it puts also a little bit of like the light on the design. So it also has like whites and light blues and a little bit of gray blues here too. And I already started it to work a little bit on the soy sauce. So I supposed to cover all of this, and then I do my little cute sushi over here. So I'm planning actually to get like the ring, like the cross stitch border for it. So we'll continue working on this one. So this was my new start. I'm really happy. As I said, Canvory UA from Yermakova, it's a new designer for me, and so far I'm enjoying it. It has a lot of colors. It says so in advance, like get ready to use a lot of colors, but I'm okay with that. Yes. Then regarding my whips, this week I work a little bit on my Autumn Town. This is by Autumn Lane, and I think I showed you this one also last week on my whips. And this week I worked to finish this roof over here. I finished to cover all this house over here, and I did the trees over here, and I already put the border here because all of this is gonna be covered by this beautiful orange. It's very bright. Let me see. It's very bright, but I really like it. It gives like a little pop out to all the brown dark colors it has. So I'm supposed to cover all of this over here. And let me see if I can put here the original design so you can see I still have a lot to work on here. As I said, I'm really looking forward to reach the sky because I still believe that's gonna be one of the, not the hardest, but like the challenges of this design, because it has a lot of blue to stitch as a whole one part. So yes, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to finish this one by this autumn, but again, I'm really looking forward to continue working on this one. It's very nice. It has also a Halloween one that I have seen some people stitching. I'm not sure if it's available or not, but it's not like I'm planning to stitch that one yet, because as I said, I really want to finish this one. So this is what I've been working on. And the next one is actually one that I completely forgot that I had, and I didn't show it last week. This is Lady Halloween by Jardine Privé. This is stitched actually on an 18 count. And let me see if I can put here the original one. So it's actually bigger than what I thought. And you're supposed to stitch this with 3 colors. So I decided to stitch it with a black and 2 greens. But when I started stitching it, for some reason I don't like it. I think maybe it's too much. So I'm considering now to remove all this green part over here and stitch it. This is the black one that I'm stitching. I'm using Cosmo for this one. That's true. I'm using Cosmo for this one, and I'm planning to put this grade over here and this one over here. So I'm considering to do that switch. I'm not sure because nobody likes, as I said before, to remove it, right? To remove your stitching, to frog it. But as I'm saying, I'm having a hard time stitching this because I think it's because of the colors. I really like the fabric. I actually hand dyed the fabric on my own because orange fabric is not very popular here in Japan. So it's very hard to find bright colors here. So I just bought some colors and hand dye it myself. So I really like the fabric. I do like the design, but I don't know, something here. So I hope if I change the colors, I can feel motivated to stitch it. Again, this is a big piece, so I don't think I'm going to stitch it or finish it to stitch it by this Halloween, but let's see. It's a very cute witch, but at least I will make some progress on it and see how it looks with the 3 new colors. And yes, and regarding my plans, I'm planning to participate in the sale from Christy from Java Girl Stitches and Anna. Let me see if I can put here their sale. It's the witches, which witch will you stitch sale. So as I mentioned it before, and maybe I'm sorry I'm sounding very repetitive, I'm really looking forward to stitch the little witch from Crocette at Gogo. So when I heard about Java Girl Stitches sale about the witches, I was like, that's my sale. So I'm gonna start joining that sale. It actually starts from tomorrow, September 1st. And I still haven't bought the pattern because Crocette at Gogo Etsy shop, it's closed until tomorrow. So I'm hoping tomorrow, that's the first thing I'm gonna do tomorrow, open Etsy and see if I can find it and buy the pattern. I already bought another pattern that it also got my attention. Let me show it here as well. It's the Witches Gathering Biscornio. This is by Doreen Jones, and it's so cute. I have never done a biscornio, but I'm gonna try it. I really like the witches. I might change some of the colors of the witches, and I like the beads. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use those beads. I might change into different colors as well, but I really like the pattern. It's very colorful as well, so for sure I'm gonna stitch those two designs. The little witch from Crocette a Gogo and Witches Gathering Biscornu from Doreen Jones. For sure, I'm gonna stitch those for the sale. And I saw on Instagram the Midnight Drift from Cottage Garden Samplings. It's a very cute witch as well. It's a little bit bigger, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to stitch it because I don't know what other things I would like to stitch, whether it's for autumn or Halloween. That's also another thing that I need to consider. So let's see. Okay, so another plan that I have for September is to see if I can stitch a folder, like a folder bag for my Cottage. I found these two beautiful fabrics. I really like them. It's kind of like a melon pink one, and it has all these kind of autumn animals, and this pattern has the leaves. So I thought this could be a good idea for me to have the excuse to buy them, to stitch a folder. And I also bought this, let me put it maybe here, might be better like this. Yes, this like a folder, the borders that it's actually recommended it. I really like them. It's kind of like a satin, has a little bit bright. So these are the ones that we can put on the border of the fabric. So I don't know, I might want to make a folder where I can make some pockets to also put my threads inside. I'm not very good with the zippers, but I also bought the zippers for it as well. Just in case I bought this color and this one over here. So hopefully this will be a good match to see if I can make a folder. I will try to make it some point during September. And this will be also a good excuse for me to find a pattern that it's related to animal, like autumn animals, and use this folder to stitch that. So this is also another plan that I have in mind. Well, I hope you enjoy what I just showed you today about my progress. I just wanted to show you something that is completely different, not related to cross stitch, but it's this Hogo bag that I sold for my daughter. This is a bag that I made for my daughter. Let me show you a little bit closer. It's a Harry Potter pattern. Yeah, my kids and I, we love Harry Potter. So I happen to have a very close store, like a fabric store nearby. So I just went there one day and saw the fabric, and I'm like, oh wow, I have to try it. So yes, I took it. All the instructions were in Japanese, so I tried my best, but I actually decided to watch some tutorials about Hogo Bag. So let me put, I found a very great YouTube tutorial how to make it, and it was super helpful. So the visuals helps me a lot when I'm doing something new. So this was the first time that I make a bag with like a magnet button, and inside it also has another pocket for her to put her things. She likes to put a lot of things on her bag, and I did it like a green side, and it's kind of like a washable material inside, because we all know that it gets dirty now and then with many things that we put in our bags. And since I had a little bit of extra fabric, I decided to make this extra little pouch for her to put something inside with the ribbon and the stopper here, so she can put anything in there. So she's about to go back to the university in 2 weeks. Her vacations are about to finish, so it was quite good for her just to take some of her things, because here in Japan we use a lot like the trains, so carry on her things. So yeah, I just wanted to show you my last sewing. This is what is actually, I got motivated to sew the on sewing the folder, like the autumn folder that I just showed you the fabric. So let's see. It takes me quite a while since I need more practice on sewing, but I would like to. So once again, thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time.